Hey guys. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is slice through this package and get this meat in a bowl. Now, these are very lean. It's very lean, so. Normally I do not saute vegetables for this, but I had put butter in them, so I decided to go ahead and just put them in for a minute. I didn't actually saute them. They just went in for a minute. Okay. Now that's hot. So, I also got out a can of tomato soup, which I topped the top on just a little bit. All right. Yes. Okay. That's hot. So I'm gonna start off by mixing it with because yeah. That's why you don't normally saute. But they're not cooked, not in any way. The butter is melted, which is good because this very, very lean ground beef needs that little bit of butter. And all the seasonings, by the way, are in with the vegetables. I used the usual suspects: the ground beef seasoning, the no salt seasoning, the grinder with the no salt. And there's some garlic in here. That's it. I don't know what else my mother would have added to this. What? Okay, I think that's handleable now. So I can make small meatloaves. Show you what they look like. They're a little bit bigger than a hamburger, if you've never made a mini meatloaf. A little bit bigger, definitely bigger than a meatball. And just slightly bigger than a hamburger. I think this is going to make 4, which means they'll be quarter pounders, or approximately quarter pounders. Three. And the last one. If you ever watched the TV show Hazel, she was a maid. But it was a hysterical show. And Bob was telling me about a scene where she's trying to help a rich family whose maid had gone on vacation. Must have been a friend of hers. Make their own holiday meal. And it was hilarious. Here we go. Now I have to wash up. First thing I need to do is rinse my hands, because that helps to get the grease off a little bit. And you take the go on cake grease out of your way. And you wash your bed. Okay. I've got to get all this silverware into the dishwasher before I turn it on. So, get the dishwasher. Anything small I can fit in here. Good. And here's a little trick about silverware in the dishwasher. Put it upside down. Seriously. Because otherwise, this is gotta turn this on. Woo! Alright, that's everything. Everything is in the dishwasher except these two things, which is terrific. I'm gonna throw these in there. You just turn it on. There's actually on. Now, let's see. You can get this. Turn it on. There we go. Dishwasher on. Now, make sure that you can actually see the meatloaf. What I do. And yes, you can do this with ketchup just like I did the other thing. Oh, shoot. That's going in there. And that can that's okay. Okay. You take a spoon, like a teaspoon. That's okay. And you scoop some out with it on top of each one. What my mother used to do is she would try not to touch the meatloaf with the spoon, because if she could, she would always leave some. I noticed that she needed a snack later on. I do want to tell you something. For years and years, I've been eating hamburgers because I kept buying hamburgers. And it scared me. For a while, I didn't eat it all. And when I started eating again, it was a chore. It was like, okay, I can get through supper time, you know? And I would psych myself up to get through supper time. I don't have to do that anymore. But that's my truth. And I wanted to be honest about that. Now this is a small pan, so I don't want to overload it with water. But again, you want juice. You want it to have tomato in it. So that you can reheat them, and I'll freeze them with the juice. So there we go. All of this I can just and lock it back up. There, the kitchen smells fine now. Now, as you can see, all set to go. I have not preheated my oven yet. I'm going to eat my lunch. So, you stick it in the oven for about an hour and a half-ish. You might need 2 hours, or the hour and a half might be enough. Just depends on the size of your meatloaves. I like to do mini ones because I can eat one and freeze the rest. Another reason to get my dishwasher going so I can freeze some meatloaf after. I am going to have the leftover sweet potatoes from Bob Evans. Oh, and I was told to get rid of this. Oh my god, it broke. Because it was rotating. She would bring me another one. Oh. But I hate to tell her, this is completely broken. Anyway, put that back in there. And wash my hands. Figure out where my bracelet went. It probably got thrown away with my gloves, unfortunately. So. So let's get this back on. And this, I want to make sure that this is pointing in the right direction, and gosh, that's hard to do. I think it is, but anyway, thank you so much for joining me. These are my mom's meatloaves. She came up with the idea of the mini meatloaves. So I'm having Bob Evans sweet potatoes and a salad. I bought the right lettuce. I don't know what that other lettuce was, but it wasn't romaine. It was bitter. So it's going bye-bye. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm not going to make the salad on camera because I think everybody knows how to make a salad. But basically I use cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, which I got new ones today. The romaine I got today. I'm trying to think. A little bit of the cheddar cheese. What else? I might sprinkle in a few leaves of that basil because it's so good. Okay. And I don't have any cucumber, which is fine. So that's my plan. I don't know yet what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to the Historical Society. I don't know what I'm doing for videos on here. I'll probably do some more because I don't know if you can see the clock back there. Probably not. It's 2:25, so despite the fact that I got up late, I'm finishing my videos pretty early. This is crushed, by the way. I love it. And I'm going to Northern where it's cool. I am not walking to the post office today, even though I would love to. Maybe I will. Oh, I want to get that over with, so I'll probably do it. Plus, I want to see if I have any mail. So. Because I have a team order that could be in any day. So, I think I'll do that. Make a quick trip of it. Take a bath tonight, and we're good to go. So, thank you. I hope you can hear me over that. Like I said, I do have a new microphone that I showed you in a previous video, but I've got to get an adapter so it will fit in the jack in here. Because this is your standard jack, that's a big one. And I remember that they made those jacks. I think they made them both ways. For the big ones to fit in the standard and the standard to fit in the big one. Because I remember we had a jack for the standard to fit in the bigger jack because our microphone for my mother's stereo when I was a kid, just a little 70s microphone, had the big one. And we had the adapter, or it had the small one. And we had the big adapter. I'm not sure which, but we had the big adapter for something small to put in the stereo. I think the microphone was the right size. There was something else that wasn't, so Mom bought an adapter. So I would imagine that you can still get those. And hopefully in the opposite size, so I can size it down. So, enough talk about that. I'm sure you're bored. But I just had to let you know. God bless you. Please check out Kid Missing. Link in the description. I already said God bless you, but it's always worth repeating. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay cool and stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Mwah. Thank you for your support.